Count on Local 3 News for more local stories.
The new year is here, and with that flip to January on your calendar, of course, comes the New Year's resolution. So raise your hand if you are among the many planning to lose weight and get in shape and make 2023 finally be your year. Well, if you are making that resolution, you know that a good support group is important. So who better than Jack Silberman? He's back on the show with us this morning from In Shape MD. Good to see you.
Good morning, Julie. Good morning.
So I know the old joke, right, that everybody's making their resolutions now, and then by February 1, the gyms are going to be kind of empty because it's hard to stick to it. Do you see that on a regular basis?
It's crazy, but the New Year's resolutions, about 6% of the people keep their New Year's resolutions. But it doesn't have to be complicated. If we can take just smaller steps, don't overdo it, don't try to jump in this thing too hard. You got a whole year ahead of you.
Right.
Take baby steps and move forward.
So here's what I think is interesting about your philosophy moving into this, always has been, is that it's a mindset, as well as a work ethic that you have to have when you're going to get in shape. If you're not seeing results, it's easy to get discouraged. So people with you get those results very quickly.
They do, and motivation will get you started, but discipline's got to keep you going. So if you can get a couple of, and I really believe that if you set little small goals and you have victories over and over and over, you're going to build up that momentum and be successful.
Okay, so if somebody, first of all, do you have any one particular type of client at In Shape MD, or does it run the gamut?
It runs the gamut. It really does run the gamut.
Okay. So if you're somebody who is looking to, maybe you're mid-50s and you're worried about osteoporosis and you want to do some strength training, they can do that with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
So, the goal, again, most people that do come to us either are dealing with obesity or hormone issues where they're out of balance, or even anti-aging. So those three areas are areas that we work on for them to help them manage their health.
We've never talked about the hormone imbalance, I don't think. What do you mean exactly?
So most people don't even realize how much, if your hormones are out of balance, your weight is going to be really a struggle for you. So we initially will do a lab test on them. They'll meet with the doctor and see what's out of balance. So if their testosterone, their progesterone, their estrogen is out of whack, if we can adjust that a little bit, it's a game changer for most people.
So are they adjusting that with you or with their physician?
With us.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they have to have that clean bill of health first.
Sure, and that's why they see the doctor. So if there's other issues that need to be addressed, they will.
I want to be very careful where I tread with this question, because I think it's just such a difficult thing. All of us should want to just feel good about who we are in the best way we can.
Sure.
So to try to put people in a corner, sort of to say you ought to weigh this much or have this dress size, that's not fair.
Right.
But our definitions of things change, and so there is a health worry if you have too much weight to lose. Do we define that? Like, is it 20 pounds? Is it 50 pounds? What does it look like?
Well, every pound that you're overweight is going to cause you to move into an area that's not healthy.
Okay.
So, and I say every pound, every several pounds. So the key is, if you can keep the weight down, we're going to work on the metabolic syndrome, we're going to work on your blood pressure staying intact, your cholesterol, your joints, all your heart disease, all those things are contributed to being overweight. So if we normally address that first, if we can get the weight down, we start getting them healthy, we can do so much more for them.
You use the word we a lot. You're a big team there, aren't you?
Yeah, sure we are.
What does that look like when people come in to become part of your family? They're part of your family for a while.
Yes, they really are. And so we have a medical doctor, we have nurse practitioners, we have medical assistants and office people, phlebotomies to do the labs. They walk in, and what we do is we want to do an assessment on them first. We want to see where they are and if they're a good fit for us. And if they qualify for one of our programs, we'll put them on, help them manage their health, and help them, live a good life.
Is there something that would make them not qualify?
For certain programs, yes. And so sometimes we have to do EKGs. If their heart's not in good shape, they'll have to avoid certain programs or medication for them.
Okay. I mentioned to you earlier about being in your mid-50s and the osteoporosis concern. I guess that was because I've heard it. I'm in my mid-50s almost, and I worry about that with me. So the weight training is really important.
Yes.
Why?
It strengthens the bones. It really does. That's why actually heavier people have a better chance of not having osteoporosis, because they're carrying all that extra weight. But weight training, weight-bearing exercises are essential for people that are dealing with osteoporosis.
They also, those weight training exercises, back to your hormone point, like when you hit menopause, don't you need the weight training because that fights the fat better?
It does, and at a point in all of our lives, and it's usually around 20 to 30 years old, we start losing our hormone capabilities of growth hormone, and we also lose our testosterone levels. So when those things start dropping, we feel like we're beginning to get older, and that's what we kind of identify in our minds, that this is what it must feel like to get older. But sometimes if we can elevate some of those hormones and get them back into an optimal level, you can live a whole lot better at the age that you think you are.
Like the song, "You Make Me Feel So Young," right? It's all about how you feel. So when people call you, did they first kind of talk with you over the phone to figure out if they ought to come in?
Sure. And the first question we want to know is, do they have any health issues that we need to know about? And so we identify some of those things right up front, how much weight they're interested in losing, what kind of programs they've been on. Do they have accountability partners? Do they have people that will support them going through? A lot of times it's budget issues,
Sure.
and we always tell them that we're going to work out whatever we can to fit their budget. So when they come in, we'll make sure that we can do that for them somehow. Because if they want to be on the program and we can help them, we want to do it.
Okay. Jack Silberman, Happy New Year to you.
Oh, so good to see you again.
So you can call the office right now if you want to at 475-5088. They're over on Perimeter Drive. You also can go to their website, ISMD, in shape MD, Chattanooga.com, and see for yourself the different programs that Jack has to offer and his long resume of helping people in this city for many, many years. He's also a pretty funny guy. Didn't show that humor quite so much this morning, but he is. He loves a good joke, as we all do. So why not begin the new year with your dad joke of the week with our favorite corny man, Jason Wright.
Your dad joke of the week brought to you by Scenic City Neurotherapy. Everyone deserves a laugh.
Hi there, and welcome back for this week's installment of the Dad Joke of the Week. Did you hear they arrested the devil? Yeah, they picked him up for possession.